There it is, folks. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do what you guys voted on. We're going to install Debian on a virtual machine. Now, yes, I know you guys did also vote for Arch Linux. That will be the next one I do, promise. I'm just going to do a little more preparation for that. But we're going to do Debian in a virtual machine, and I'll walk you through the install, and then we can take a look at some of the GNOME desktop and some of the new features to Debian. So let's jump into it. All right, we're going to Google Debian 13 download. I believe we're on 13 now. And do not open this in a container. They had that set up to always open everything from my Firefox in a container. Kind of cool. I'll show you how to set that up later. So we're going to go to the download. It's debian.org. So Debian download. And then there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is Trixie for AMD 64. You can just download this one right here. Boom. And it'll take you to the ISO and you will download it. I don't need to download it because I already have it downloaded. So what I will do instead is now we will go to the virtual machine here and we will spin up a new one. Local install media. Yes, we're going to find it at Debian right here. Choose that. We're going to go Debian and it's Debian 13. Forward. We're going to give it 4 cores and we're going to give it 8 megabytes of RAM and we're going to give it 25 gigabytes of disk space. Debian 13 is the name. Finish, spinning it up, boom, here we go, and we're in it. So we're going to do a graphical install with this one. I do have to admit I messed up the last install. I'm going to try not to mess this one up. So we're going to English, United States, American English. There will be a lot of waiting. I believe Debian, I think this one took like 10 minutes to fully download, so we will edit that out so you don't have to sit around and wait for that. Just know it takes about 10 minutes depending on the speed of your system and your computer, how fast that goes. I really like Debian. There's some surprises we'll see in there. It reminds me of a different operating system. Host name, right, we're just gonna call it Debian. No domain name. Some accounts need to be, so I messed this up before, so I'm not going to mess this up this time. Full name for the new user, Aaron. Aaron as well. And this is going to be my password. Alright, so we're at Pacific time. Hopefully I didn't mess that up this time. Last time I messed that up and I could not gain root privileges, and I needed those. They were fun to have. Kind of convenient, especially when you're trying to update your packages. Alright, so we're going to use the entire disk, all 26, all files in one partition. Finish partitioning. Yes, write changes to disk. And then this is where we sit back and relax, but not for too long. So let's go ahead. Scanning your installation media finds the label. Yes. You have now the option of scanning additional media for use by the package manager. No additional media. All right, we're in the United States, configuring the package manager. This is where I messed up last time. So I'm going to go to the one that typically works for me, and that was at Berkeley. So I chose the Berkeley mirror. I don't see it here. Okay. Because last time, oh, here we go. Last time I chose the exact first one, and that messed up. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Berkeley one. And I do not need to use a proxy. Okay. And I believe this is where, yeah, this is where I had a problem last time. So we're just going to go ahead and cross our fingers here. Alright, system may anonymously supply the distribution. No, do not send information. Alright, I'm going to use the GNOME desktop, the one it comes with. I'm not going to worry about a web server or SSH server at the moment. We're just going to go with the standard GNOME desktop. Gonna hit continue. Alright, so we are operating system on this computer, so it should be safe to install grub loader. Yes, grub right there. Installing grub bootloader. Alright, finishing the installation. We are almost there. It's been about 10 minutes start to finish so far. I know this video will seem maybe shorter, but that's the power and magic of editing for you folks. I was in the background doing some work on my laptop, which is running Omarchy right now. All right, installation is complete. Continue. This is where you would, at this point, pop out the boot media, and we're going in it. All right, start it up. Let's go. I'm going to most likely have to alter the resolution because that just seems to be the thing I always have to do on a virtual machine. And that's it. That's me. Password, super easy. This is virtual machine, so it's all good. Always make your passwords. Hey, do you want to take a tour? Sure, why not? What's going on here? All right, learn about the key features in Debian GNU Linux 13. What do we got? All the apps and windows, press super key to open the apps. Okay, so super key opens up the apps down here. Kind of reminds me of Mac OS, actually, how this looks. So, all right, so we're gonna continue with the tour. To search, just start typing in the overview. You can use search to launch apps, find files, perform calculations, and more. Is this the, oh yeah, so I can just search here. All right, Audacity. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we'll hit window, and can I just, all right, this isn't the overview, so this is the overview. I can start searching from this window. That's cool. All right, let's continue on. Stay organized with workspaces, dragging them in the overview. So that was the same, I believe. Yeah, so super alt left and right changes workspaces. Quickly open the overview with the touchpad. Okay, I don't have a touchpad connected, so we're not doing that. I am not swiping left and right. That's it. All right, awesome. So that's it. So first we're going to do display settings, and we're going to set this up to be much larger. So yeah, we got Firefox here. Obviously, we are on the web, so that worked out through my Ethernet. Take a look at the apps we have. So we got contacts, calendar, pretty nice big calendar. We got, yep, and it is raining right now. This is our weather app. This is the daily. That's kind of cool. So it's kind of got vibes of like Mac OS going on here. You got all the utilities down here. Console is not installed. We could install console. I prefer to use Kitty usually. And let's check out the other apps. So this is about it for the apps that we have. Clocks, maps, document scanner, LibreOffice, the whole suite I believe comes with this. Videos, camera, we got the system. Yeah, and this is basically your Debian distribution with the GNOME desktop. If I wasn't already rocking Linux Mint, which looks just a little bit different, I would have been super happy coming from Mac OS to basically this operating system. Looks and feels real similar. I mean, I might try to customize it more. I don't know how customizable it is, but yeah, I mean, it's big. I like it. It looks easy, beginner friendly. You know where your stuff is. You got Firefox, you got your files, you got your settings. Very Mac OS like in its look. Yeah, and I like it. I think it looks great. I think Debian looks great. Would I download it and use it as my daily driver? No, I've already got Linux Mint, and I'm using Omarchy as well, so Arch, by the way. But I would recommend it to anyone who was wanting to move from Windows to Linux or from Mac OS to Linux. I would definitely recommend Debian 13 for that sort of transition. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Please like this video if you like this content. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. We're going to do a review of a bunch of Linux distributions. Next one just might be Arch Linux. I've got Omarchy right now on a laptop. I'm running it for a whole week, and I'm going to put a video out at the end of the week about my experience running Omarchy on my laptop for the entire week. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.